I'm about to sit here and do my makeup because we are about to go to JCPenney and get family portraits done. Gotta go to JCPenney because there is no more Olin Mills. So while I'm doing this, I'm gonna give you guys hold up. I'm gonna give you guys a little story time. So, I hate putting this stupid thing on. So, as many people know, we decided, not to have a big wedding anymore. And, okay, this ain't gonna work. And, you know, my cousin, she asked me, well, you know, why? So I figure, you know, I'll just do a little story time and tell everybody why. So, there are many reasons why I decided to just, you know, not have a big wedding now anyway. So one of them is because, and I'm going to be completely honest and transparent, and these are all my feelings, and this is how I feel. And if you got a way, if you feel a way about how I feel, I don't give a fuck. So anyway, so one of the main reasons why I canceled, or we came to the conclusion not to do the big wedding, is because I just felt like, why should I, like, how is this logical? I'm about to spend thousands of dollars to get married and invite all of these people who, honestly, the majority of them don't give a fuck about me. Never have. I could say maybe like 25% would have been there actually in celebration of me. Yeah. And everybody else would have been there just to, like, the ones who would have shown up would have just been there just to, you know, spectate and just to see what the fuck they could see and all of that jazz. And again, I'm just like, make this make sense. Like, how is that me, like, getting my best marital start by starting out having to pay thousands of dollars, which is supposed to be a celebration for me and my husband, but it's not a celebration? Like, how is it a celebration if I'm dishing out thousands of dollars to get a bunch of niggas who mostly don't care about us to come celebrate with us? And I'm gonna be honest, I mean, it has been my experience that people don't support me. So I've had birthday parties where people said, oh yeah, I'm coming. And the only person who will show up is Keisha. Shout out to Keisha. But no, like, I'm dead serious. Like, one year, I had this one person go on and on about how they wanted it to be, you know, their birthday dinner too. And they wanted to get gifts too, because ironically, we share the same birthday. And then the day of the birthday, dinner or lunch. They didn't even show up. And not only did they not even show up, I called and was like, yo, you coming? And they was like, oh, that was today. See, I don't got time for none of that. None of that. So then, I feel like I need my microphone. So then, you know, I picked bridesmaids, right? It was about 11 of them. With the exception of 3, 4 of them who don't live here, you know, and the exception of my sister-in-law, because she lived 45 minutes away and she doesn't drive. And my car was on the fritz at the time. And maybe one, I mean, I'm gonna just be honest. They sucked. Like, again, shout out to Keisha. She made herself available when she could. And she made her car available. Because like I said, at the time, my car was on fritz. So she let me use her car to go do some stuff. But, and I understand that, you know, some stuff was last minute, but when I'm hearing, oh, I can't go with you to a bridal show because I got 2 church services. Like, you mean to tell me that you in church 12 times a week and you still a demon? Like, what's the point? The point is, people make time for what the fuck they want to make time for. And it has been my experience that I support everyone, and, well, let me say my friends, people that whom I call my friends. I support them, and I had a back 12,025%, and I don't get that shit in return. They don't show up for me the same way I show up for them. With the exception of Keisha. And see, a lot of people, you know, question she and I's relationship, which I feel like that ain't none of your fucking business. But, you know, we done been through some stuff like most people in relationships. But whenever I need her, she is there. I can call her at 2 o'clock in the morning. I can call her at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I can text her right now and say, yo, can you cash at me $40? Can you cash at me $100? And she'll do it with no question. Okay? And she ain't perfect. God knows she ain't perfect, because she be getting on my nerves sometimes. But I know I get on her nerves too. But if I need a babysitter, she right there. I mean, I've called people friend who, if I had to go to the emergency room, I couldn't call them to come take my son. Oh, but I've had their kids while they've been in the hospital. Like, the reciprocating ain't been reciprocating, okay? The reciprocal ain't been reciprocating. Then, the only person who was kind of showing up was clearly jealous. And I've just felt like, again, this is my story. This is how I felt. If you don't like it, I don't give a fuck. I felt like that I was in a silent competition that I didn't know that I was fucking in. So, like, let me give you an example. So, like, my fiance, well, my boyfriend at the time, he sent me flowers to school. Or I worked at a school, so he sent me flowers to work. 2 days later, she gets flowers. Okay. I tell her that, you know, we're looking for a place to move in with each other. We're getting a place. Then it was a few days later, oh yeah, he told me to start looking for a place too. Really? 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 It just seemed like it, and I was just like, and every time like we would go places together, you know, she was always dragging her feet. You could tell she really didn't want to be there. And I'm just like, okay, like what the is going on here? Then when we went out, it would be a situation of, oh, I need to go do this. I need to go do that. And I'm like, okay, we all doing wet and stuff, but you making this about you? Like, y'all, I support everybody. And, you know, the spotlight is never, ever, ever on me. Like, I'm not even trying to be funny. I never take the spotlight. First of all, I am an introvert real bad. Real bad. Like, it's crazy because, yes, I am the life of the party. But guess what? That's only but for so long. Then I'm going to tell y'all, good night. I'm going to bed and I'm getting the hell up out of here. That's just me. Like, that's just me. Anybody who knows me knows that's just me. So I feel like, you know, this is my moment. This is my moment, right? This is my moment. I'm getting married. Never been married before. And, yeah. It was so many people that really just, you know, kept trying to steal my fucking thunder. Like, I even had a friend, with my air quotes. I asked about if somebody could accompany me. I was like, I know it's last minute, but can somebody, if you guys don't mind, you know, if you want to come with me for my dress fitting, you know, that would be great. Just let me know. It's in Niagara Falls. I get a text back talking about some, I can't go. Mind you, the appointment was at 6 o'clock. Get a text back in the group chat talking about some, I can't go because this morning I have to go, da-da-da-da-da. What does your morning appointment have to do with my 6 p.m. appointment? Absolutely nothing, right? Absolutely, positively nothing. So I'm just like, why did you feel the need to even put that in my group chat? Because this is about me. But somehow, yo always needing attention ass made it about you. Go figure. So, and then I had some friends who just didn't give a fuck. Like, they didn't get a, oh, wait, I'm sorry. Let me not say they didn't get a 2 cents. They gave a 2 cents about what the fuck they didn't want. Trying to pick out a dress. You know, I'm just throwing dresses out. I'm like, I want the dress to be halfway cute, halfway decent. I don't want these chicks walking down the aisle looking crazy. And furthermore, they got to pay for it. So, you know, it got to be something cute. Everybody had something to say about what they didn't want, okay? But nobody came with ideas. Except for maybe like 2 of them. And I'm just like, okay. Then I had one girl kept saying she wanted to throw me a baby shower. I mean, damn, not a baby shower, a bridal shower. So I was a little skeptical at first because I'm like, So I finally say yeah. Right? I said, yeah, you could do the bridal shower. Guess what? That was the last time I heard about a damn bridal shower. Yeah, so I was just like, yo, I'm not trying to be funny, but these bitches is causing me more headache than a little bit. And that's exactly what I thought. With the exception of maybe like 2 or 3. I'm just like, nobody's making their self available. Nobody's helping me with ideas. And that really just made me, that just like really opened my eyes. I mean, shit, some of them I know for a fact. Some was jealous. Some was just hating. Some just didn't give a fuck for whatever reason, you know. But they all had to go. I'm sorry, not sorry, but they all had to go because none of them was making my life any easier. So, I mean, okay, so I fired them, right? And I rehired some more. I rehired some more. Right? So I rehired some more bridesmaids, which it was working out. I rehired one from the first batch. My old shoe. Always got my back. I rehired her. And then I hired 2 other new ones. Baby.
You would just have a story time with the door open.
My husband, Aggie. So, I forgot.
Come help you put your wings in. Get story time.
Shut up. So, anyway. So, yeah. That really showed me that, you know, people don't give a fuck. And the people who don't give a fuck, you just let them stay where they at. Like, I don't got time for that, y'all. Like, I moved here to Ohio. I didn't really tell nobody because, well, I told one person that I probably, it wasn't on my list to tell, but I seen them at the U-Haul place. And they was like, no, don't go. I'ma miss you, da 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 da. And I'm like, I said, girl, you don't come to my house now. And I've been living here all my life. I invite you out to dinner and you don't show up. So why am I gonna stay here for? For a bunch of people who don't give a fuck? Nah, that's out. My mom said I can't. So, yeah, like those are were my 2 main reasons for not doing it. Cause, yeah, so I sent out these cute little, we eloped little magazine type situations or whatever. They cute. I made them. I mailed them out. And, you know, they have where if you want to bless us from our registry, something from our registry, or, you know, money or whatever, you can do that. And honestly, I'm wondering, well, who the hell gonna even do that? Because, again, I can't tell you how many times I done invited people to a birthday dinner or a birthday party or a birthday get-together, and it was just me and Keisha sitting there. So, although I am there for everyone all the time, no one, I'm not going to say no one, but people rarely show up for me. They rarely show up for me. So, yeah, I'm not about to go into debt doing nothing for a bunch of niggas who, over my last 43 years, have shown me that they don't care. My aunt was like, you should do a little meet and greet. She was like, you know, Not nothing formal, you know. She was like, you could just do like a cookout or something. And I was like, yeah, I probably could do that. But then I thought about it and I was like, the people who really mean something to me, with the exception of one, because he was flying in friendly skies, they met him already. Right? They met him already. So I'm having a meet and greet for why? Again, for a bunch of niggas who don't care. A bunch of niggas who have shown me over the years that they don't give a fuck. Yeah, that's out. Not doing it. So that ain't about to happen either. I don't know. Maybe in the next 10 years or 5 years or so, I'll have a completely different set of friends, right? And maybe I'll have the wedding then and, you know, be able to invite people who I know actually care about me and us. So, yeah, that's why. There's a few more reasons, which I can't really think of now, but that's ultimately why I opted out of having a big wedding, because the majority of y'all don't give a fuck, and I'm not about to spend thousands of dollars for y'all to come eat, drink, and be happy on my dime. So, that's my spiel. But I have been married for the past 2 weeks. Well, it'll be 2 weeks on Tuesday. And we are happy. My children love him. I'm happy. And guess what? That's all that motherfucking matters.